I was just working and it was just a normal day until I heard the news about Deepika and Twisha Sharma. Now, you must have heard about Deepika dowry case where she has died, and before dying, she did call her father. Her father went to her home and tried to sort the matter. The same typical statements, adjustment, and everything. And after 35 minutes, they got a call that your daughter is dead. She is hospitalized. Just come here. And he did not believe because just half an hour before he met her. So the problem is that being Indians, we don't want to accept that there are problems. We don't want to accept that there could be problems in a marriage. We don't want to accept that the person is actually suffering a lot and they could be actually murdered. They don't think like that. The problem is we don't think of worst case scenario. And today, it just aches my heart to a level that being a girl, being in my 20s, she was also in her 20s, and she got married in 2024, and she was so happy while her old clips is circulating everywhere on internet, and she was so happy in this
कैसे
marriage.
मेरे शूज
And I
बहुत
just
सुंदर
feel,
सुंदर है
why? I mean, why?
बता दे लो
And
इसमें पैसे रखे भी तो देने
the problem is that, yeah, the corruption, the system, the politics, the politicians, uh, everyone should be questioned, even encountered should be done. I agree, I totally agree, but I have one question for all the parents out there,
दिखाइए जरा
that why? So when you go and see a groom for your daughter, what do you see? Do you actually see Kundali and see that the guy is earning well and maybe his father is settled and this will guarantee a happy marriage? Seriously, in 2026, when the crime rates have increased, in like in 2016, the crime rates were much lower than 2026. And do you still believe in Kundali right now when problems are so serious right now? Are you still believing in those fake promises that parents, like the groom's parents, make before marriage? Are you still believing in that? And are you still, giving dowry in the name of gifts? S- 65 years ago, Indian government make dowry illegal, and still it's legal in India. It's totally legal. You can take it, but just not in the name of dowry. You can take it in the name of gift, in the name of shagun, in the name of parampara, in the name of traditions. And in the name of traditions, things have gotten so worst that I just don't want to talk about it. My video is not about how Deepika died and everything, because you already know the story on internet. You have already heard the news, you have already seen the videos, you have already seen her dead body, you have already seen her happy videos, you have already heard from her parents, you have already heard from everywhere. My video is very different today. I will tell you that in this dowry, 1 crore rupees was involved. And I want to tell you, in 1 crore rupees, what all things you can do with your daughter, like you can spend on your daughter, and she could live a happy, fully satisfied life being alive, not in the graveyard or not in the ashes after being dead. She will live happily. And I will tell you what all things can happen in 1 crore. The problem is we always blame the government, that the government is not doing this, not doing that, we have poverty, we don't have money, what is happening around India. So where does the money come when the dowry word comes? So normally every parent will say we don't have that much money to educate our daughters. We don't have that much money. We just sold one piece of land for our son's education, and we have kept one piece of land to sell for dowry, for daughter. So that mindset has still not changed, and it's 2026. So I will tell you what exactly can be done in 2026, in just in that 1 crore rupees, and how your daughter can be alive and very happy. So firstly, let's start with, so if you go to Russia, it's very affordable for medicine, you have heard, right? And if she wants to become a doctor, she could get a MBBS degree from Russia in 1 crore rupees. Did you know that? Because I'm not sure, like, if you have 1 crore rupees in your pocket and you are going to spend it someday on her, then why not spend it on her exactly, and not in the name of gifts, in the name of culture, in the name of tradition? I don't know what all things we are carrying right now. And let me tell you one thing, like, if you, I don't know if you have watched Mahabharata or if you have read Gita, but when Bhishma Pitama asks that how he was, captivated and captured by all the promises he made to his family, by the traditions, by the culture. So he couldn't do anything when this thing happened with Draupadi, and Krishna Bhagwan said that traditions and cultures need to be changed with time, and if you don't change it with time, then something bad will happen. You have to change it with time. You cannot carry forward that one tradition and just use it everywhere. And then he says, and then Bhishma Pitama asks, so who will decide that when the time has come and when the traditions and cultures needs to be changed? Who will decide that? And Krishna Bhagwan replies with one answer, that time will decide it. So if you are in 2026 and you consider yourself part of Sanatan Dharma, you consider yourself a Hindu, then I don't think you should pick culture and tradition in that way, because our gods have taught it in a different way, and you guys have molded it in a way, and you have just crumbled all the patriarchy and just thrown it on one gender, that is women. Because most of the sons are studying, they are get like a lot of money are getting invested on them. Tell me, what is the logic? Like, if you are giving your daughter, you are sending her to a new home where you don't know the parents, where you don't know the family, and even if you know, you just know it by, that या फलाने की ढमकाने की बेटी है, बेटा है, इसका बेटा है, उसकी बेटी है, they are from a good family. How are you deciding that good family का definition? How does that come? What if he's taking drugs? Has he told that to his parents? जो वो आपको बताएगा? He will not tell it. What if he's abusive? Obviously, he will not abuse his parents, right? He will abuse the weaker section of the society, and that is women. And the woman in his lives, that will be his wife, and maybe in future his daughter. So the problem is, we always cry that yeah, we don't have money, but when the word dowry comes, everybody has money. Every middle class parent has money, every high class parents have money, every lower class parent has money. Everybody has money in the name of dowry. So just, instead of investing that money in dowry, which is not even an investment, which is just a failure of our society, invest it in your daughter. So first thing you can study, get an MBBS degree from Russia, which is a very good option. And even you can get a full degree in 60 lakh. I have added additional 40 lakhs, like for expenses, for flight tickets, and for daily groceries and everything, and rent. I've added that, and then I'm saying 1 crore. Otherwise, you can do it easily in 60 lakhs. Then, if you want the name of the universities, I can mention that as well. Then we have Japan. It's famous for robotics, automobile engineering, design, animation, business, and computer science. Now there are top universities like University of Tokyo, Kyoto University, Osaka University, and you can easily get a degree in between 40 lakhs to 1 crore. And these are literally high tech careers which will take you to, I don't know where. And if you don't want to go to Japan, if you don't want to stay in Asia, you can go to US. And if you go to US, you can get scholarships, and you can choose affordable state universities and easily complete your degree in 1 crore rupees. And the degrees would be in AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, computer science, film and media, finance, and cyber security. Arizona State University, we all have heard about it. University at Buffalo, University at Texas, and this will cost you around 70 lakhs to 1 crore rupees. It's best for tech jobs, global exposure, and high salaries after graduation. Wow. And after that, in Germany is quite affordable for Indians. If you have 1 crore for dowry, you can almost get free tuition. In Italy, you can get scholarships, plus you can, get a fashion degree and just work in a fashion company in Italy, because Italy is famous for its fashion, and same goes on with the France. Let's talk about, like, if you don't want to send your daughters to, abroad, and you want them to study in India, we have options for that as well. I think people are not knowing about it, because that's why they are spending 1 crore on dowry and then getting a dead daughter, and they are not investing in studies. Okay, so in India, what you can do, you can get an MBBS degree, BTech, MBA, law, design and fashion, film and media, psychology, AI and data science, and this includes institute like VIT, we know it's in Vellore, and then BITS Pilani, and then there is National Institute of Design and National Institute of Fashion Technology as well. So easily you can do preparation for 1 or 2 years. Yeah, you will have to take gap year, right, for preparing for NIFT, because it's not that easy. I have few friends there. Yeah, you can take 1 year break, and that should not be a problem, because being a girl, you should not give timeline to that girl that, yeah, you have to complete your studies itne saal mein. There's no such timeline. Everybody gets to decide their own timeline. And yeah, she could easily drop out for 1 to 2 years, and then she could easily go to NIFT. Okay, what are the other options? You can get MBBS in many private colleges in 1 crore rupees. Oh my god, you will be a doctor. You can be a dentist. You can be a neurologist. And you can also be a nurse if you want, cheap degrees. So tell me, what is stopping you from, investing this money to your daughter? You have given birth, and it was not in your hand. So maybe your son and maybe your daughter. So whatever money you have, start investing in your daughter so that you don't get their dead bodies in your home. Now the question is कि क्या ये studies, all these studies will guarantee you that the rape will not happen, or the domestic abuse will not happen, or there will be no dowry cases? No, there is no guarantee, but I can guarantee you three things for sure. Firstly, she will get an education, so she will know what is best for her, and she can decide her own life partner, she can decide her own life, she can, you know take proper actions. Second things, your critical thinking skills will start developing. What you should do in that situation, what you should do in that situation. So when a kind of abuse will happen in your marital life, you will know how to walk away, because you have financial strength in your bank account. And plus you have, studied abroad, or maybe you have done degrees, and you have, worked in a job for like 8 years. So you are kind of very mature. So you will face domestic violence for once, and the next thing you will do, you will just let go of that marital relationship. Even if your parents are not agreeing to it, you will know how to walk out of that home, and you will walk out of that home confidently. That will happen. That freedom give comes from financial independence, and that freedom comes from education. If a person doesn't have enough money in his or her bank account, if he or she is, they don't have the degree, I don't think there are much better options for them. People, families, societies, everything, everyone will say to adjust. Just adjust in your home. And even if you stay at your parents house for a very long time, let's say 4 or 5 years, because you are facing problems in your marriage life, they will say you to either get divorced and get remarried, or they will say you to go and adjust, because this is your life, this is your family, and you have to adjust and make compromises. And maybe they can say, give you a third option, that is go and make kids, because bringing kids to this life will solve all the problems. Yeah, bringing kids to this earth is a very good thing, but this cannot solve your issues with domestic violence, with dowry deaths. It will not fix the mentality of your husband. It cannot fix the mentality of your in-laws. So the problem is, we have to accept that this problem is within our society. And if you don't want this to happen with your daughter, with your sister, with anyone, any female person in your life, then try to make her feel safe by giving her the degree she deserves, by giving her the education she deserves. And yeah, things will be better for her. And still there is no guarantee, because people have become demons out there, and you just have to escape the demon. You have to fight for your life every day. And being a girl, this is very hard. You have to fight each and every day for your life. You have to fight with your parents, you have to fight with the family, you have to fight with the societal pressure, you have to fight in your company for your rights, you have to fight in your college for your rights. You have to fight everywhere, because this world has always been harsh on women. And it's been 65 years. Just imagine with this case that 65 years ago the dowry was banned in India, and it was an illegal process. And still in 2026, now men will come and say alimony is the problem, women are the problem. Like, you are comparing a an illegal activity with a legal activity, which is alimony. You are comparing two different things. You are comparing a crime with the solution to the crime. And I don't think what problem is there with alimony. If a woman has invested her whole life, in your family, in taking care of your parents, your kids, by bearing children, giving birth to your lineage, then why can't she expect alimony when she's getting a divorce? Because you have never let her work. And even if she's working, she's not getting full time. She has lots of stuff which you don't have to do. So why is alimony a problem? And have you seen the cases of alimony versus dowry? Dowry happens in each and every state, each and every house. Even if you go and look around your colony, in each and every house, people are taking dowry in the name of gifts. Even people in love marriage are taking dowry in the name of gifts. They agree for marriage, and after that, they say that, yeah, my parents are forcing, what should I do? And they will just, do these kind of statements and manipulate you. So you have to be aware of that manipulation and not get trapped to it. Also, stop, spending your whole hard earned money. We all know that money doesn't come easy, right? You have to work very very hard for it. So why are you spending that very hard earned money for the death of your daughter? I don't get it. Because even, and the death is not just literal death. A lot of women die mentally, a lot of women die emotionally in the house. And not everybody dies like in the literal way, like died while I died. A lot of people die emotionally, mentally in those homes, and they get trapped for their whole life. And that marriage was a mistake for them. So let's just stop it, and let's just not normalize. The news of dowry and death cases have become so normal in India, that if this news comes across and we are like, ye to daily ka hai, we just scroll, right? We don't want to see it, because it will be too harsh, watching that. And you can even cry, and this will be so bad. And then men will come and say, not all men, not all men. Yeah, but every time a man. Okay, not all men, but every time a man. So please stop using this bullshit words. Whenever we are uh, you know raising a voice for something, stop defending it with not all men, alimony. Shut up, you sound like an idiot. It's like the most idiotic reply you can do, and it shows a lot of things about how you were raised, about your character, and about your IQ too. Thank you, people, for watching, and it was all for today. And let me know if you want more options, like where you can send, where you should go and study. I can give you a lot of options for that. So, thank you, people, for watching. That was all for today, and I just couldn't talk about it much. It's very, very painful, and it's gonna be in my blood for a week for sure. I cannot forget this news, because this news was very hard, like very much painful to me, very much painful. I'm literally not able to complete one sentence. I'm that much in panic that my sentences are breaking. I don't know what to say. So, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.